Stu Taylor, I'm here with Anthony Young, director at Dahlman Rose and Company, and great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Great panel discussion on uranium. So let me focus in on the strength of what you were talking about and assess the market with the wide fluctuations of uranium. Everybody's hoping we see a regeneration of the industry. A lot of bad press. How do you see uranium fitting into the scope of energy?
Yeah, there has been a lot of headline news regarding uranium, and it's all been negative, I would say, for at least the last year and a half since Fukushima occurred. But I would say that nuclear power is going to continue to play a very important part in the electricity supply chain, not only here in the U.S., but globally. Nuclear is one of the few fuel sources that is completely clean, no CO2 emissions, and with uranium being relatively prevalent in the Earth's crust, it's a pretty good source of power for developing countries also.
I want to move just to the mining business. You talk about the ups and downs, mining going strong. I still think, I think we're still in a bull run. Supply, demand, lack of resources, improved technology to access them, whether you're looking at the Arctic, everywhere else. Where do you see that curve going in terms of mining?
Yeah, definitely it is going to be cyclical, almost permanently. It is a cyclical industry, but we think at Dahlman Rose that mining is in a secular bull market. That bull market will likely go on for an extended period of time. It's hard to say whether that'll be 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, but when you think about developing countries like China, India, and Brazil, they're aspiring to have the same sort of living standards that we are in the U.S., and that will require more food. It will require automobiles, washing machines, dishwashers, air conditionings. All these are extremely commodity-intensive products.
You can't look at things on a singular basis, from a domestic basis. Everything is inextricably intertwined. So you look at this new global market, Anthony, and you wonder where we're really heading. New technology, great new developments, innovation all over the world, and yet we have a cash tightening, lack of liquidity, problems with the European Union, too much fast growth in China, and the United States in the doldrums, kind of an anti-business climate. Kind of put that all together.
Well, I think when you look at the dislocations we've had since 2008, certainly the weakness in the financial sector, that's having a direct impact on the metals and mining industry. These projects now that are out there, these projects are no longer $100, $200 million projects. These are multi-billion-dollar projects, and if they're not able to get financing from financial institutes, whether that be banks or other entities out there, these projects can't happen. If these projects can't happen, it makes the markets for copper, for lead, for zinc, for aluminum that much tighter, pushing the prices that much higher. Obviously, high prices will eventually elicit a supply response, but it seems like we're in a period of time right now where there is more demand than there is supply, and it's going to take a number of years, whether it be permitting or a lack of assets, for that supply to catch up with where demand is.
Sector selection, growth, value, what kind of a position should people take?
Well, for people who are looking to invest in commodities are going to be risky. So you want to go with high quality assets. You want companies that already are in production. Oftentimes when you're looking at some of these smaller cap companies that have some land and are hoping to produce something over the course of 7 to 10 years, it's much more risky than it is to go with a company that has been in production for a number of years. Your Alcoas, your Freeports, your U.S. Steels, your Nucors, names like that, blue chips, we would point people towards.
Your impressions, first, HiAlpha Energy Investment Conference, busy, buzzing, a lot of enthusiasm. What impressions are you going away with?
Well, it was a very busy conference. I think it was a good day here for a lot of companies to get out and tell their stories. Also an opportunity for some industry experts to educate people a little bit more on the fundamentals underlying these commodities.